Hello everyone! In this video I am going to flip through my October pages and talk a little bit about stationery and journaling and all that fun stuff. Speaking of which, I got myself a Hobonichi cover in this beautiful pink. It's quite gorgeous. I love it. And in the inside, it's this, I think on the website, they call it this color caramel, though I think it's a little bit more beige than what I think a caramel color is, but it's beautiful nonetheless, and it's been a lot of fun having it. It's just, it just brightens up my desk whenever I see it, and it makes the whole journal so compact and sturdy, and I can just have a pen with me at all times. This is one of the Zebra Sarasa clip pens, which I love. And then one of the greatest things about this cover, I think, is that you can put all these knickknacks in the pockets. Not that I'm, traveling a lot these days, but I couldn't help myself to just, for example, put in this washi card and my current favorite washies. So this feline friend is making those ready for on the go. This design is from Cat Collage Club, which, if you haven't heard about it yet, it's a subscription service that I started for cat-themed collage sheets. You get a few printables every month. Really fun. I'll have that linked below. So that's where this is from, and I just laminated it. Super cute. And then more washi for when we're being on the go again at some point. This is the Kita? I'm not sure how to say that, but in my head I always pronounce it as Kita. It's the pottery kit, which is beautiful. It has these like folksy designs, well, almost as if they were made on pottery. So this beautiful flower and a bird, some trees and some flowers. Yeah, really pretty. So those live in here. And then while I was laminating the washi card, I also laminated a bunch of other designs from Cat Collage Club. Just simply, for putting in the pockets and having them there and bringing me joy when I open my journal. And then here we have a paper clip. Oh, what did I do? My goodness. Which is shaped like a bow. Super cute. So that's there also. There we go. Okay. This is a Hobonichi cover, but I am using a blank Midori notebook, and I'm loving it. I love the paper. I love that it's cream. I have fully embraced being able to draw and use watercolor on it. You'll see. Yeah, just very much a fan. This cover I actually decorated on camera, so I'll have that video linked below if you're interested in seeing me put this together. I started this notebook in October, and so I wanted some fall accents, but not have it be too obviously fall, since this is gonna carry me through probably the new year. Although, given how chunky it already is, like this is October and the first couple days of November, and I'm not even halfway through, so this might be a strength test for the spine once I'm done. But we'll see. This cute mushroom friend is from Pocket Journal Pam from her Patreon, and then here this beautiful artwork is from an ephemera kit curated by JennieMaeJune, which I can highly recommend. I've used a bunch of these throughout my journaling. I have everything linked below. And then this cat is from Cat Collage Club again. I guess I could say now that all the cats that are in these upcoming pages are from Cat Collage Club. So you can check that out. Yeah. And then here we have October 1st. I started off with a little bit of getting in the mood for the spooky season. Something I've been really enjoying lately is creating backgrounds for collage sheet pieces. So just added a couple trees here, and then I did something similar with this cat lady, just painted some pumpkins in the background. Really cute. And what do we have here? Just more of a simple page, but lots of colors. And then a big tip-in, which is sort of covering up some wonderful comments that I've received from you all. So thank you so much if you've left YouTube comments or comments on Instagram. I really do cherish your kind words, and so I've commemorated some of them in my journal here. This is more of a simpler spread, but I really like how that came out. Oh, and then here I drew this cat with her handbag. Oh yes, that was because that on October 4th, the Peachtober 21 prompt for that day was hand. And somehow that got me thinking that in all of the like sort of pop culture movies, women are always portrayed as having this affinity for shoes. And I personally hate buying shoes. It's not a thing I look forward to, but I could buy coats and handbags all day long. I love coats and handbags. I don't know why. I love their designs. Just love them. So anyway, I I drew this cat with her handbag, and then that led me to look at some of my favorite clothing stores online and sort of create this little mood board for or fall fashion wish list. So really fun. I like how that turned out. And then this, I was just thinking of an experience that I had throughout that week, and somehow this image came to my head of someone picking apples at an orchard, and sort of the lesson, I guess, that I took out of that experience for myself was I used to think that I owed everyone perfection. I don't. And again, I don't quite know why the apple imagery came up, but I drew it out and it made me feel better, so that's all that matters. And then, oh yeah, this was, so in Cat Collage Club, on the 15th of every month, I donate a portion of the profit to a organization that helps cats in need. And so that was a very special day for me to be able to do it for the first time. We donated to the Lexington Humane Society, and I drew this little illustration of a cat being fed and sent that out to all the members of Cat Collage Club. Yeah, this little cute little tip in here. Oh, this is actually a cat that is not from Cat Collage Club. This is Pocket Journal Pam. Super cute. And then here I stuck one of those Kita washi tape flowers and cut it out of the background. Well, I cut the background away. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Oh yeah, all throughout the beginning of October, I was watching tons and tons of Hobonichi hauls, and because they had just released their lineup for 2022, and so everybody was talking about what they bought and gave me severe Hobonichi FOMO. And then this bear is, I drew this bear because as a freebie, Hobonichi was sending out this not so scary bear card with a spoon, Anyway, so I drew a bear. That's why that is there. And then I even made like a Hobonichi wish list. So I got to the point where I was like questioning whether or not it was FOMO or if I should really consider buying and trying it out just to see what the hype is all about, and also being so interested in stationery and everything, journals. It was like, well, maybe I should just give it a go. And so after this entry, I have some of the Tomoe River paper just as sheets of paper. And so I took it and did a bunch of like illustrations on it, just played around with it. And this is gonna be a controversial opinion. I actually don't like drawing and painting on it. And I know lots of people love it, and I'm so happy for everyone who loves it. It seems like a great company, great products. The paper's just not my thing. And so I'm glad I tested it out before purchasing a book. And so I got myself this cover because I felt like, well, I can still own something Hobonichi, and then use paper that I enjoy. This is a spread I made after finishing reading a book. I'm currently really into reading young adult fantasy novels. So this one was The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. So I wrote down a couple thoughts, created this little flower out of vintage book pages. Oh, and then this, I printed out some ephemera that reminds me of my childhood, like TV shows that we watched as kids from Germany. So that's where this is from. This is called The Little Mole. And then this is The Little Mole also. I just love the illustration style. Makes me really nostalgic. And this was another page where I just drew what I felt like. For some reason that I should have made a little note for myself, but somehow I felt like I was peeking out behind the curtain and about to go out on stage. And that's also when I realized that I think I want to start art journaling. There's been like this one, and that one with the apples really makes me want to explore that more, of just translating my feelings into images. Well, and I guess I should maybe take a little bit of a note there to remind myself what was going on. So yeah, I ordered myself an art journal that should be here sometime this week, so stay tuned for that. That day we had the plumber come over, and I don't know about you, but I find it really hard to focus and concentrate when strangers are in the house. And also we have a relatively small living situation, and so if somebody is hammering away in the bathroom, there's not really a room where you get to be in peace and silence. And so I watched a bunch of James Burke videos and got inspired by some of the drawings that he did. So that's where these little ladies are from, or inspired by. And I had forgotten that I had these Kuretake Zig brush pens, and so I took those out and played with those. I've been watching a lot of James Burke's videos. Yeah, that's correct. It just sounded so weird with all those S's. Yeah, he's great. Oh yeah, I finally got one of those craft cards that I think a lot of people have, and it's so convenient because now, though I love having my ephemera all around my workspace, it does clutter it up quite a bit. So now I can have my things handy and next to me while I craft, but then when I don't need them, I can just roll it away. I also got a new sketchbook. And then I created this because I was doing a promo for Cat Collage Club, and I call part of the October collection was Fall Frolics. That's why that says that, what, blah blah blah, blah sentences, why it says Fall Frolics. And so then that led me to think of October 2019 when my husband and I went to like a farm where they did corn mazes, and they had a pumpkin patch and all those fun fall things. And so we were riding on go-karts and took this selfie. So I stuck that in. So that's from October 19. Oh, am I actually in frame? Sort of, huh? This is actually part of one of those test illustrations I did on Tomoe River paper to just see if I liked it or not. This is a flower inspired by this packaging. And it says, thinking of having my word of the year 2022 be growth. Since then, I've actually changed that a little bit, but more on that later. I'm hoping to make a whole video on how you can use your journals and journaling to figure out your word of the year. So that's that. And then I made a little bit of just a collage, and again inspired by just what I was feeling. And especially this one came actually about because of this image. This is copyright-free artwork that Jen had in her ephemera pack, and so then I paired it with these phrase stickers from Tim Holtz, and I sort of came up with, I guess you could call it found poetry. You know how people sometimes use book pages or newspaper articles and then they black out certain words and leave some words standing out, and then it creates a poem. Well, I did something similar by just taking random phrases from the Tim Holtz sticker book and stuck them down. And so this one says, "The first step in a journey, she tried to remember, the stars come nightly to the sky." And I felt like these look like sailboats in the back there. And so then I stuck some goat stars down, and then I gave her a cat friend to come with her on this journey that she's embarking on. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun making that. Here we have a fun tip-in. I love how the back turned out. This is this photo is of a flower arrangement from the Better Homes and Garden magazine. I actually got a subscription for free while purchasing a Better Homes and Garden garbage bin. But I mean, I take a free magazine subscription if it means I can cut it up for journaling. And then this label, I actually pulled out sort of something that stood out to me in my journal entry, where I felt like I'd learned something. So yeah, that's that. And then recently my husband and I have been talking about what our dream home would be like or look like if we were to buy a home. And so we're dreaming of a home among trees. So I drew this little scene here, heavily inspired by this artist, illustrator called AVOCADO MORI. I'll have that linked below as well. They make beautiful illustrations and stationery. And I was really inspired by the simplicity of the designs. And then down here I stuck the little trees from my kita washi tape. So really fun. I just love that I'm slowly starting to combine drawing with all the like paper bits. I haven't done that before in any of my other journals. Here again, pages that I created for a promotion for Cat Collage Club. Just like a spooky little scene. Also tip, you could use paper doilies if you just cut it out and put it in a corner, it almost looks like spider webs. Cute spider webs, that is. I wish real spiders would have flowers in their design. But yeah. Oh yeah, this spread, again, just having so much fun with creating backgrounds for collage sheet elements. I have a whole video of how you can create this spread. I'll have that linked. So yeah, I've just created this like little forest scene for these funky mushrooms. Really cute. Here just celebrating fall. And again, collage element with background. And then here I was starting to realize that the pages were bulking up, because sometimes also just because of the watercolor, even though watercolor in and of itself doesn't add bulk to the book, but because it slightly warps the paper, it makes it bulky. And so I've started to explore ways of creating backgrounds that don't involve either heavy paper or like adding any layers to it or adding water to the book. And so here I just added some colored pencil stars, and I think it looks really cute even though it's so simple. Now, it is a little ironic that I did this on this spread, because this is actually printed on relatively heavy printer paper, and I stuck it right down the middle. I don't think that that is very helpful. So yeah, but anyway, in this spread I'm actually talking about this great book. If you like books about journaling, I can highly recommend this. It's called Leaving a Trace: The Art of Transforming a Life into Stories by Alexandra Johnson. Super good. It's all about how to get into journaling, how to keep a journal, how to find the right kind of journaling that fits into your life so you can actually keep a journal. And then she even at the end touches on how you can use what you capture in your journals to create bigger writing projects, like a autobiography, for example, or a memoir. So she has tons of great prompts in there as well, so highly recommend. And then I think one of the quotes that I pulled out was, "To me, a diary is a record of verification. It is a proof that one has lived and that one has cared enough about a precious life to describe it," by Jim Cummings. I'm not quite sure how the author and Jim Cummings are related, but she has tons of quotes from other people too that are really inspiring to read about journals and journal keeping. So yeah, that's that. And then this actually is the spread for November 1st, where I actually took the journal outside for the first time. We went to a nature reserve and I drew this cluster of trees. But yeah, so that is October in my creative journal. I hope you found this video inspiring, and I'll see you next time. Bye!